Parkersburg South scoring leaders are Aaron Dobson through 11 games, 177 points. Josh Gaines through 11 games has 160 points. Austin Mcgee, 11 games, 86 points. Zach Sizemore, 11 games, 77 points for the Parkersburg South Patriots. They get set to tip it off here at the Rod Oldham Athletic Center. It'll be controlled by Parkersburg South. Nope, it's going to be controlled by Elkins. They go to the basket and an immediate foul. I think it's going to go against Tyler Bush.
Absolutely, good tip. I think that was a called play right off the tip there for Elkins.
Roy Snyder takes it to the basket and is blocked in the process. He will get 2. And Elkins draws first blood here tonight.
Randy, I'm going to try to keep stats again. You know how I am with this. When it gets, the longer
when it
the
gets
game
exciting.
goes, the longer the game goes, I may make a mistake, but I'm going to give her a shot again.
So 2 points there for Roy Snyder. Across the timeline, Sizemore gets it to Bush, looks out to Mcgee, over to Sizemore, tries to get it inside, wants to get it to Josh Gaines, gets it to him, but doesn't really have an open shot. Dobson back with it now.
The Tigers chasing man-to-man.
McGee's going to try to drive it, puts the shot up, and it was deflected off of Elkins, so Parkersburg South will keep the ball.
Wow, that was some defense I haven't seen. I think we have a foul here. We got
personal foul called on.
It looked like a block, but Scott had a foul over there on the side, being the center referee.
Okay, that's going to go against Roy Snyder, his first, team first. And at the line for Parkersburg South is Austin Mcgee, shooting 2. The Elkins uniforms look a lot like Belpry's uniforms. I don't know if you've noticed.
Exactly. Belpry or Marietta, either one. They kind of got that orange and black. And
we'd be kidding Butch Winans if he were here tonight.
Austin missed his first one. I think the South boys are really glad to see the front line the other day, Randy. Saturday was 6'5", 6'6", 6'7".
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we said when we saw them.
Second one is no good. Rebounded by Jeremy Bodkins. Go ahead, Mark.
Big sighting here tonight.
Shot deflected. Tyler Bush coming up with the steal. Gets it to, I believe it's Sizemore. Nope, it's to Dobson. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Sam Storick as he brings it down court to Jeremy Bodkins. Gets the pass underneath to Tyler Ferris. Ferris shot up, no good, gets his own rebound up, batted away, but that's going to be a foul called on Josh Gaines, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's Josh first. Randy, tough man-to-man again. It's what Coach Edmond calls his 5C defense. We're 5C, right in their face, man-to-man.
Check that, it was against Austin Mcgee. First shot is up and good for Tyler Ferris. So all 3 points for Elkins thus far, all 4 points coming as a result of foul shots.
If this is any precedence of what the game's going to be like, we're going to be here a while.
We sure are. Sizemore loses the ball. Turnover, Elkins. And a foul's going to be called. That's going to go against Zach Sizemore, his first.
Foul called on Zach Sizemore, his first.
And this will be a possession foul.
3 fouls, no points. Randy, we got to get started here.
Brian Killar gets the shot, or gets the pass to Snyder, takes the shot, won't go. Tyler Bush coming up with a rebound, gets it to Mcgee, tries to get it underneath. It's going to be batted away by Elkins, and a heads-up play there by Sam Storick.
Good aggressive defense for Elkins.
Storick passes over to Bodkins. Underneath is Tyler Ferris, batted away. Josh Gaines, good block there.
Battle inside.
Tyler Bush trying to drive the lane, won't go. Rebounded Elkins. Tyler Ferris comes up with a rebound.
Well, we've had 2 minutes to go in the game. No field goals yet for either team.
Steal for Parkersburg South as Austin Mcgee comes up with it, gets the pass to Tyler Bush, and it won't fall. My goodness.
I'm going to have to get on Ed. Ed forgot to take the lid off.
And we're going to have a charge called. As Tyler Ferris will cause the charge. And we're going to have
we got 4 total points between the teams and 5 total fouls.
Reese Holtz and Sean Mayhew report in for Parkersburg South. Looks like it's going to be a timeout for a second.
We got Reese Holtz in, Sean Mayhew in. Nice backdoor cut. Still can't get it to go in. Stay after it.
Dobson comes up with it. Gets it over to Reese Holtz for 3. Won't go. Rebound. Gaines. And Parkersburg South finally has a basket.
Comes with 5:20 to go in the first quarter. South gets her first basket. First points on the board.
Jeremy Bodkins over to Snyder. Tries to take a shot. Confusion. And Aaron Dobson ends up with the ball. Dobson turn around. Underneath. Reese Holtz up and in.
Ties the score 4-4. South in a little pressure, full court pressure after the basket.
Bodkins gets it to Storick. Underneath to Tyler Ferris along the baseline. Takes the shot. He'll draw the foul. And that'll be a shooting foul.
I believe that one will be on Josh Gaines.
That is his first and team 4th versus 2 for Elkins. At the free throw line is Tyler Ferris, a 6'4 junior. And Elkins has yet to miss a foul shot here tonight. They are 5 of 5 right now. Make that 6 of 6, and that's all the points they have on the board as a result of free throws. Mayhew gets it to Holtz, to Mcgee. Mcgee looking for some room. Underneath to Josh Gaines, tries to take the shot, deflected. Follow-up is up and in.
Josh Gaines.
Sam Storick takes it to the hoop. Little strong. And Josh Gaines does the split, trying to control the ball. Mayhew's going to try to take it to the basket. It'll be deflected.
There's a foul. Got another foul.
That'll go on Sam Storick. His first, team 3rd. Tyler Bush and Eric Martin report in for Parkersburg South.
Tell you what, Randy, Eric Martin Saturday night down there against the big boys from Columbus did a great job. He come in not intimidated at all, played well, had a great game down there.
Underneath, Dobson.
Basket, Aaron Dobson.
4 minutes straight up left to go. South takes the lead for the first time tonight, 8-6. Elkins. Bodkins over to Storick. Storick back to Bodkins. Storick looking underneath the basket. As Snyder's there, but he's not open. Storick just decides to take it back and kind of relax for a little bit.
Set the offense. I think he was confused himself. Really didn't know what defense they were in either, but they're man. They were in a little zone, and coach brought them out.
Shot taken by Snyder will go for 3.
Three for Schneider.
So lead change once again.
First field goal for Elkins.
Mayhew has it deflected away as Storick steals it. And a good job there by Parkersburg South.
Good hustle getting back on defense. Sean Mayhew. Just a pitter-patter, little feet brought over that turnover.
Dobson to Mayhew for 3, no good off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Brian Killar. And Killar takes the shot up.
Oh, nice
follow up by Snyder. Just a great job of a heads-up play there.
Nice
and that goes in.
Nice follow. Staying with it. Another pick here.
Another steal. Spoons it in, and up for Jeremy Bodkins.
I think everyone was thinking coach was going to call timeout there. He said, come on, let's go, settle down. Let's get a good shot.
Dobson kicks it out to Mayhew for 3. That's short. Rebounded Storick.
Sean's been off injured for a while. This is his first game back. He had an ankle injury. He may be a little tense out there, a little tight. We'll get him loosened up.
13-8 in favor of Elkins with 2 minutes left to go here in this first quarter of play.
Good hands by Eric Martin, knocking the pass, deflecting it out of bounds. Be Elkins' ball.
Coming in for Elkins is Jordan Lawson and Steve Kearns. And back in for Parkersburg South is Josh Gaines, as he will give Sean Mayhew a rest.
We got a little bigger lineup here too, Randy. We got Josh Gaines, Eric Martin, Reese Holtz in there. 3 big bodies along with Tyler. So we're pretty tall right now.
Brian Killar gets it back out to Jeremy Bodkins. Jordan Lawson. Steve Kearns to Jordan Lawson, and we're going to have a foul called underneath. It's going to go against Tyler Bush. That's his second team foul, number 5 on Parkersburg South. 13-8 in favor of Elkins. Jordan Lawson will inbound it. Ball stolen away. Good heads-up play by Aaron Dobson as he just pulls it out of the hands of Brian Killar.
Good defense, Aaron.
Underneath to Josh Gaines, tries to get it up. Gets his own rebound. Follow-up goes up and in, and he'll draw the foul to make it a 3-point opportunity.
Randy, it looks like Josh is playing a little bit better tonight than he did Saturday. Of course, down there, he was in the shadows down there Saturday.
Lawson, his first, team 4th.
That foul's on number 32, George Lawson.
That's his first and team foul number 4. Snyder will come out. Tyler Ferris will report in. Let's try to see. Donnie Jenkins comes in for the Patriots.
Nice quick sophomore.
Josh Gaines with a 3-point play to bring the Patriots within 2 at 13-11 with 1:29 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Lawson back to Storick. What? Storick is quick.
Isn't he, though? I was thinking the same thing. Nice team.
These guys are good ball handlers.
Definitely. Good, solid team. You can tell.
Shot was deflected. And just kind of a Hail Mary there will draw the foul from Brian Killar.
Personal foul called on Donnie Jenkins, his first, team 6th.
They'll go against Donnie Jenkins, his first, team 6th. So after this one, Elkins will be on the 1+1.
Rest the half.
Brian Killar at the line, shooting 2. First one's up, and it's good. And I still don't think they missed a free throw here
They
tonight.
haven't. They have not. 7 for 7.
Half their points. Second one's up, and it's in.
We're going to have to come up with a chant or something here, Randy. We're going to have to hold our hands up, do something.
Well, usually when you bring it to the attention of everyone watching, they miss.
And that's not working,
No.
so we've got to come up with something else.
Dobson over to Martin, back to Dobson. Tries to get underneath the Gaines, up, and it won't go. And we're going to have a foul underneath as Eric Martin will be shooting 2. That's going to go against Jordan Lawson, his second, team foul number 5. Under a minute now left in the first period of play. And at the free throw line is Eric Martin shooting 2.
That was good weak side rebounding by Eric. He was come in strong off that, got the rebound, put it back, got fouled.
Well, the difference in the game right now is the free throw shooting, as Parkersburg South has missed probably 3 or 4 right now.
Yeah.
And Elkins is a flawless 8 for 8, I believe.
Yes, they are.
Martin with the opportunity to put 1 in here. That one bounces off the back of the iron.
Nice
Martin
job.
up and in. Yes, it comes off of the melon of Tyler Ferris, but it doesn't make any difference how you get it.
Good quick hands by Donnie Jenkins, keeping it alive. Bounced it off the Elkins player's head right to Eric Martin. What if he gets an assist for that? We'll give him one.
Storick over to Okay, Storick takes a shot. A great job there by Donnie Jenkins for Parkersburg South as he deflects that one away. Coming in for the Tigers will be Jordan Lawson. He'll replace Steve Kearns, the fellow that I couldn't come up with his name a little bit ago. He gets the inbound to his teammate. Almost stolen away. Storick to Lawson. Over to Ferris. Takes the shot. Deflected. Second one deflected. Third one won't fall, and Parkersburg South comes up with a rebound as Josh Gaines will have it. And a foul is going to be called on Tyler Ferris. Really credit Parkersburg South's defense there, Mark.
Absolutely. That's his second foul, Randy. Next foul for both teams. We're in the 1-on-1 probably the whole second quarter. You're right. It could be the difference right here. You get a lead coming from the foul line.
Zach Sizemore returns for Parkersburg South.
We'll see how good a foul shooters each team is.
Reese Holtz also returns.
5 seconds.
Dobson up and in. So we're all knotted up at 15 apiece after one stanza here from the Rod Oldham Athletic Center. We'll be back with more in 60 seconds. Up there for that basket reminds me of like an Indiana Jones or Romancing the Stone type of movie where they're going through the jungle with a machete just kind of cutting the bamboo as they go.
And he weaves his way through there and gets the goal.
Zach Sizemore gets it into Dobson. Gaines, turnaround jump shot's going to be deflected. He'll draw the foul. And that's going to go against Steve Kearns. That'll be his first, team 7th, but in this particular instance, it will be a 2-point opportunity for Josh Gaines as the 1-and-1 doesn't apply because he was in the mode of shooting.
As he's shooting these, Randy, the junior varsity won their game 66-43.
Come from behind victory.
Come from behind. I got here at halftime and they were down 6 at half and fought back. Kind of a lackadaisical, that word there that I can't say. Third quarter, and then the fourth quarter was pretty intense. South come away with the victory.
South with a 2-point lead now.
Josh made both those.
Storick over to Kearns, feeds it back to Storick, over to Killar, and he steps out of bounds. Check that, it wasn't Killar, it was Snyder.
Little token pressure here, man-to-man full court by Elkins.
Dobson.
They're going to jump into a trap.
Boy, heads-up play there by Sizemore. Tries to get the shot away, and we're going to have a foul called once again on Steve Kearns. That is his second. Team 8th, but there again, I think this was going to be called a shooting foul.
I mentioned that JV game, Randy. If this keeps up, we'll see some of those JV players.
We sure will.
We'll foul some of these out.
Zach Sizemore's first one's up and in, and
Austin Mcgee returns for the Patriots.
Do I dare say anything about the free throw shooting improving?
Well, you may. That's what we're here for, and it is getting better.
We don't want to cause them to miss, though.
I think
first one's up and in for Zach Sizemore. Second one's in as well.
Very important part of the game.
Sam Storick to inbound it for the Tigers. Full court press once again by the Patriots. Bodkins. Deflected by Dobson. Dobson over to Mcgee for three. Won't go. Follow up. And a foul's going to be called as Zach Sizemore was trying to shoot. That's going to go against Sam Storick, his second. Team foul number 9.
Well, we got a technical foul. Someone must have said something they shouldn't have there. Number 33, Randy, technical foul. That counts as a personal foul.
Also been assessed on Schneider.
So we'll shoot 2 shots for the personal foul, then we'll shoot 2 shots for the technical foul, and then South will get the ball out.
And we get the ball back. Zach Sizemore shooting the first of 4. That one goes. And you talk about how important they are right now when you've got 4-point opportunity plus the ball. There's 2 of them.
Now he can go ahead. This is a technical. The coach gets to choose who shoots this.
I think I'd stay with Sizemore.
Yeah, I think that's what coach signaled, but Elkins calls a timeout.
So hoping to kind of break that momentum that Zach Sizemore has. 21 for Parkersburg South, 15 for the Elkins Tigers. Elkins comes in at 10-2 on the season, rated number 10, directly behind Parkersburg South, who at 8-3 are rated number 9. But the big thing is, over the past few years, Parkersburg South has been very good at home, and right now they are undefeated at home, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Tough place to come and play, you know, and you've got a big part to do with this music going on here. Randy's a big part of the enthusiasm in the building here with the music, and his wife Debbie's down here doing it tonight while Randy's on television. But the crowd, I thought at the beginning of the game, was kind of sitting a little bit. Did you not feel that? And then things started to swing a little bit, and we started making some points and getting some good defense, and the crowd started getting excited. And Mr. Davis announced we got a kazoo band down here on the right. I don't know if we'll be able to pick any of that up, but this is definitely a tough place to play. It's like going into Duke. Cameron Crazies down there in Duke University.
I'm sorry?
Like being at Duke University with the Cameron Crazies down there. Oh, we just – come on, Zach. We better pay attention to Zach. We need him to make this one.
This is the first of the technicals.
This is the second shot. Ooh.
That one will go in.
We got to make that one hurt. That's the one that has to hurt. And if we get a nice basket here, that really, really hurts. I mean, that will make 33 feel like he's hurt the team a little bit, which he has, by saying something he maybe shouldn't have.
Dobson up and in. There you go. 5 out of the 6 points.
Dobson inside for 2.
Parkersburg South is able to capitalize on that foul followed by the technical. A 9-point lead opened up. Tyler Ferris takes the shot, bounces off the side of the iron, gets his own rebound, puts it up. He'll draw the foul, and I think this one's going against Josh Gaines.
I believe you're right, Randy. That'd be his second foul.
His second. Team 7.
Team 7th, but there again, we're not looking at the 1+1. We're looking at a 2-shot foul since Tyler Ferris was in the process of shooting.
We're looking at 17 fouls, Randy, in less than 10 minutes in a basketball game. That's a lot of fouls.
Well, with the intensity that both these teams are playing, though, it doesn't surprise you.
Yeah, they both get after it, and they bang on each other a little bit, and the referees need to call that. You don't want to get out of hand. Things can get out of hand when you're 16, 17-year-old boy out there playing sports, playing basketball.
Once again, Elkins is flawless from the free throw line. What, 10 of 10 now?
Yes.
Dobson over to Sizemore. Sizemore for 3, drills it.
Way outside.
Zach Sizemore.
Sometimes when you go to the foul line, make a few foul shots, get your stroke down. That was good. Good job, Zach.
Ball lost for a moment, but picked back up by Sam Storick as Tyler Ferris kind of lost the handle. This kid's a good ball handler.
Yeah, I like that kid. Nice pass.
Beautiful pass underneath to Tyler Ferris, and he will score. Just kind of threaded the needle between about 3 or 4 South players.
Slipped it right in there. That's his first point or first basket of the game, but he's got 8 points, 6 from the foul line.
South trying to drive the baseline as it's Donnie Jenkins losing the ball.
It's like putting the pace back in the tube there when trying to force that pass in there.
Storick loses the ball momentarily, but comes back up with it. Kind of a rifle pass over to Jeremy Bodkins.
Nice
there
pass
again, right underneath. And Tyler Ferris tried to do the same thing he did before, but Parkersburg South had Aaron Dobson in the way this time, and that's his first foul of the evening.
He posts up hard, man. He's good wide body. Look at his arms. He gets up there and gets a nice base. Good target for you to get that bounce pass into him.
First one's up and in for Tyler Ferris. So Elkins pulls back within 7 now. 5:36 left to go.
I'm going to hold my hands up. I got my hands up on this one. We got to get this guy to miss one here.
Second one's up and in. 12 for 12.
Still don't work. We got to get him to miss. We got to get them to miss, Randy. I don't know what we're going to do here.
More than 50% of the points on the board for Elkins tonight is a result of free throws. Unreal.
Same spot, Zach Sizemore.
That one's off the front of the iron. Coming up with a rebound is Eric Martin. For three is Dobson, and that one's long. Heads up play there by Austin Mcgee as he comes up with the air ball and puts it in for two.
His first two of the night.
Elkins will drive the baseline, but we have a foul called in the meantime.
Count the basket.
That's going to go against Reese Holtz, his first. And Brian Killar will have a chance for a three-point play here to bring Elkins within five, I'm sorry.
Well, they could have folded up, Randy, but they're not. This is a battling team. You can see why they're ranked in the top 10.
Eric Martin and Aaron Dobson come out. Tyler Bush. And I was trying to see who else came in for Parkersburg South. Donnie Jenkins.
Dobson, his second. No, correction, Mcgee, his second.
They're trying to change that one. That's not on Reese Holtz. That was on Mcgee.
Kaler at the line, shooting two. One.
5-point margin now. Reporting back in is Roy Snyder for the Elkins Tigers.
Coach took him out right after that technical. His first time back. Let's see if he calmed down a little bit.
So Elkins has half the lead that Parkersburg South had, but hold on a minute. A great job there by Reese Holtz to bring Parkersburg South back to an 8-point margin.
Reese is like a microwave.
Storick, long pass down to Brian Killar, and the shot taken there by Tyler Ferris. Austin Mcgee tries to drive the lane, and he will be fouled from behind. That's going to go against Sam Storick, and he's a good ball handler, but now he's got 3 fouls on him.
Got 3 fouls, may have to sit down rest of half, and we're shooting 2 rest away.
Mcgee at the line, shooting 2.
Double bonus, in effect. Austin Mcgee at the free throw line. First one's up. Perfect arc.
Good job, Alston.
Lawson returns for Elkins.
So Sam Storick will sit down, and coming in for him will be, I think, Jeremy Bodkins.
Yeah, we'll see who takes over the offense now for him, Randy. He was a big key for them. Tyler Ferris. We'll see how they run the offense now.
Bodkins and Killar come over the timeline out as Bodkins signals the team.
Southson like a 3-2. Looks like a 3-2, but I believe it's a 1-2-2 or 2-1-2. Zone defense.
Bodkins over to Killar. Shot taken is off the rim by Roy Snyder. Tyler Bush coming up with a rebound, tries to get the pass up front, but it was off of Elkins. So South will have the possession. 4 minutes, 9 seconds left here in the second quarter of play. 34 for Parkersburg South, 26 for the Elkins Tigers. Sizemore inbounds it to Bush, who gets it to Donnie Jenkins. Then back to Sizemore. Sizemore tries to drive the lane, takes the shot. It's going to be short. Great job there by Reese Holtz. Oh, we're going to have a foul underneath. As coming up with the rebound is Tyler Ferris. But boy, did he pay for that one.
I think that's going to be Austin Mcgee's 3rd foul.
Foul called on Austin Mcgee.
Ferris took one in the chops there.
His 3rd, team 10.
Kind of looking to see if he's got blood, but that had to be hard.
Hey, rubbing his eye.
Ferris at the line,
Okay.
shooting 2.
Took one into Peeper. See what that does. That didn't help either. You have to hit him harder next time. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I got some peanut butter cookies. I'm going to set them on the edge of the table here. I'm moving this stuff around. I'm not superstitious by no means, but something has to be done here. They haven't missed from the line yet.
Dobson will replace Mcgee, and It'll be Sean Mayhew replacing Donnie Jenkins. And Tyler Ferris keeps it perfect. Zach Sizemore over to Dobson. Shot from outside. That's going to be off the right side.
Reese Holtz barely off the target that time. South goes back to a 2-1-2 zone. Kind of helped them on the rebounding last time, Randy. Let's see what happens here. They got to be able to box out that number 10 in there a little bit better with this zone.
Shot taken from way downtown. It's no good.
There he is in there scrapping again. That Tyler Ferris. Nice player.
Jordan Lawson takes that shot. It will be off of Elkins, Parkersburg South's ball with 3:23 left to go.
Program number 6. Check in with Coach Chris Lupp at the entrance.
Dobson to Tyler Bush, drives the lane, up and in.
Tyler Bush.
His first points of the night, Tyler Bush.
8-point lead once again for Parkersburg South. Jeremy Bodkin signaling the call for the Tigers. Look at this underneath. Looked like he was wide open.
Good defense, good reaction by the South Patriots.
Millar to Bodkins, back to Millar. Tries to take it up through, and he'll be called on the traveling call. Dobson, Sizemore, setting up the play to Bush. Dobson, and a foul's going to be called. That's going to go against Jeremy Bodkins, his first, team 10th. Both teams on the double bonus now, so Dobson at the line shooting 2.
Aaron's a pretty good free thrower from the on the year. Let's see what I've got some stats here. My buddy Bill Camp give me. Aaron Dobson's shooting 73% from the line.
Well, that one didn't make it.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. He's been struggling of late.
Second one's no good. Tyler Bush tries to get it. He's going to be called on the foul. That's his third.
Personal foul called on Tyler Bush, his third.
We're going to start seeing some junior varsity players here, Randy. I'm sure of it.
Eric Martin will come back in for Tyler. Tyler's going to have to come back out there until
shooting 2.
They get
shooting 2 shots. Can't come in on 2 shots.
Ferris first one up, keeps them perfect. How many is that in a row now?
Well, it's 11.
Wow.
11 for 11. Just for him. He made 15 in a row.
And that's 12.
Wow. That just barely touched the net.
I don't.
Wow. Good team. Nice team.
Mayhew.
Come on, Reese.
Reese Holtz. Rebounded Elkins. 6-point lead now by Parkersburg South, 36-30.
Very fortunate, I think, to have that 6-point lead.
Yes, they are. Ferris. Heavy traffic. Gets it to Millar. Takes the shot. It's hard.
Scrappy Ferris gets a rebound.
Gets it to Roy Snyder, who comes up with the points. And now all of a sudden, Elkins is within 4.
Minute 40 to go in the first half. Come on, Aaron. Get your
Dobson
shot.
for 3. Elkins coming up with a rebound as Jordan Lawson takes it, drives it, kicks it back out. South coming up with a rebound. Dobson.
4 on 1, 4 on 2.
Underneath. Follow-up is in and good by Reese Holtz as he just wouldn't give up and stayed with it.
Stayed with it, got the first one deflected. The guy went by him and got it and stuck it back.
Jeremy Bodkins across the timeline. Killar over to Bodkins. Back to Killar. Over to Snyder. That'll be for 3.
For 3. Lawson.
32, Jordan Lawson.
39 seconds. A 3-point margin. South up by, I believe, as much as 9. And
hold for one.
Just going to hold it for one shot here.
Closing in on 20 seconds to go in the half.
Mayhew. I'm sure they'd like to end this one just the way they ended the first quarter. With Dobson driving it up the middle. 9 seconds.
That's who's got the ball.
And I think that's what he's going to try to do. No, he's going to go for 3 this time. It's going to be short. Rebounded underneath by Sean Mayhew, and a collision as Sizemore didn't see Mayhew there. And
they both had the same idea. They was going after the ball, and they just had a head-on there under the basket. Elkins gets the ball, 2.4 seconds.
Bodkins, a heck of a pass up front. And no time extended off the clock.
And no one touches, so we get the inbound under our basket with 2.4 seconds. Good chance here to score. See what kind of inbounds play we got here. We're going to line up in a stack.
Sizemore looking for somebody to get it to. Gets it to Dobson. Dobson up, and it's no good. So at halftime, Parkersburg South has a 3-point lead at 38-35. We'll be back with halftime in just a couple of minutes. Okay, let's check scoring, if you would there, Mark, for this evening.
I got some. Like Randy said, South leads 38-35. Leading scorer for South. Looks like there's a couple. We got Zach Sizemore, who has 8 points, and Josh Gaines is in there with 9 points. Aaron Dobson's got 6. Reese Holtz has 7. Foul trouble, with all the fouls that was called, really it's not that bad. We got Josh Gaines, and he's got 3. We got Zach Sizemore, he's got 3. On the Tigers, Elkins Tigers side, we got they're 16-16 from the foul line, Randy. They have not missed. The last foul shots went through. I don't think they even hit the net. They just went right through, and nice job. Tyler Ferris with 16 points, who is 12 of 12 from the line.
I'd like to know what the high school record is for most free throws in a high school basketball game.
Well, that might be. We know who the individual player is. Jimmy Thomason from right here. He's got 54 is the record for the season, during the season, but that would be good.
Single game?
No, I believe single game would be nice to know. We'll see if we can find that out. Also, Roy Schneider, he's got 9 points for the Tigers. Very well coached teams, both of them. They're right up against each other defensively and physical inside, and if you don't do your job on either end, the other team's going to score, or there may be a foul, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of fouls here. So.
Right, and the difference in the game right now, Parkersburg South is not really doing that well from the free throw line. What was the percentage? What was the number for South?
Well, I didn't get their misses.
Oh, okay, that's
I'm
all right.
sorry. I didn't get their misses. I've got Mr.
We know that it was not 100% though.
I'll work on their misses next time.
Yeah. But that has kept Elkins in the game, because you figure 16 of those 35 points.
Exactly.
And actually the first 6 that were on the board for either team was as a result of free throws.
And that technical foul, we got 3 points off the technical because we missed the first free throw, then we made the layup when we got the ball in. And that's the difference in the half right now, was the technical foul points, the 3 points.
Well, looking at seeing how everyone is stacking up against what they've done for the season, Aaron Dobson averages 16.1 per game. And I think you mentioned Josh Gaines right now has about 9 points.
He's got 9 points, correct.
He averages 14.5 per game, so he's a little under that right now. Zach Sizemore averages 7 per game, and I think he's right at that. If I'm not
He's got
mistaken.
8 right now, doing good.
Okay. Austin Mcgee also averages 7.8 per game. As I think we mentioned Dobson 16.1 per game. The top free throw shooters, Will Richardson is the top free throw shooter at 80% right now. He's 8 of 10. And we go down, Aaron Dobson is 73% at 43 of 59. Sean Mayhew at 73 Austin Mcgee at 71 and Zach Sizemore at 71. 71% still pretty good free throw
good
shooting.
free throws. And you mentioned Will Richardson. We'll mention that. He's been out hurt. His knees started acting up on him, and he's been out for a couple weeks. So he's missed in that lineup. Big body inside.
He's looked impressive this year when he's played, especially that PHS game.
He has, but you know, when the absence of someone, good teams will have someone else step in. And I think Eric Martin has filled that void for South in the middle. I think he's really come in. He's a senior. I don't think he played last year, but he come out this year. Good jumper, plays hard, and he has fun out there, and he's just doing that right now. And I'm really impressed with Eric's play.
Well, you talk about a spark plug for the teams. Of course, Elkins tonight comes in with that Sam Storick, a 5'9" senior, and he has really been the spark plug of this team tonight, but he right now has 3 fouls on the night, so had to sit down prior to halftime.
Every team needs a Sam Storick. Every team around the state needs a Sam Storick. Quick, point guard, unselfish. We watched him make 2 real nice bounce passes inside to Tyler Ferris. He made one, got fouled on the others, and he just done so well in there. He's a quarterback.
Right.
He's a quarterback on a football team. And he may be. I don't even know who's their quarterback, but he's the quarterback on this basketball team, and every team needs one.
Well, we've got about 2.5 minutes before the start of the third quarter of play, so we'll take a break right here and be back. We'll tell you Parkersburg South leads with this one right now by the score of 38-35. Much more action from the Ron Oldham Athletic Center in just a couple of minutes. We'll be back. Well, we're getting set for third quarter action, and Elkins will inbound the ball to start the third period of play.
Randy, we just saw a commercial there for the Eric's All Sports Foundation. I encourage everyone to invest in kids' lives, and that's exactly what that is.
Exactly right. A lot of improvements being done there as we speak. They've lifted the press box off, and they're putting the pilings down for the home bleachers. Can't wait for those.
Boy, that's exciting.
Elkins, as Bodkins gets the pass to Lawson for 2. To bring the Tigers within 1 now.
And I see Sam Storick, number 1, didn't start for Elkins. Those 3 fouls, he has to sit a little bit longer.
Tyler Bush tries to turn around, and he's going to be fouled in the process. Thought he might have been called with a travel. That's going to go against Brian Kaler, I guess that is. I've been mispronouncing it. We'll call him Kaler from here on out.
That's his first foul.
Dobson tries to find someone to get it to. Austin Mcgee sinks it.
For the basket, Austin Mcgee.
Kaler inbounds it to Bodkins. He's kind of boxed in, has a hard time getting it. And a great job of ball control. Kaler to the basket for 2.
South a little pressure there. I thought it was going to hurt them, but they got a nice layup out there.
They sure did. Zach Sizemore holds up the play as he comes over the half court.
Tigers in a 1-2-2 zone.
Mcgee gets it to Dobson. I don't know how he got that pass off. Sizemore for 2. Won't go.
Tried for
Rebounded.
Tried for a little kiss off the glass there. Get the bank. A little too hard.
Jordan Lawson comes up with a rebound. Tyler Bush almost called with a foul there. Dobson coming up with a rebound. Kind of looks to set things up for South. Mcgee for 2. No good.
South also in a zone, starting the second half.
Bodkins gets it to Lawson. High bounce, rebounded Tyler Bush, gets it to Dobson.
Good box out by Tyler that time.
Dobson tries to drive the baseline. And it was off of Tyler Bush, so it will be Elkins' ball.
Eric Martin come to the table a little too late. The ball's already placed in bounds. He has to wait till next dead ball.
Bodkins brings it over the timeline, gets it to Kaler. Kaler back to Bodkins, bounces it over to Lawson. Battle for possession underneath, won by Tyler Bush. Gets the pass to Sizemore. Sizemore turnaround jump shot, won't fall. Rebounded by Mcgee, puts it up, won't go again. Josh Gaines tries to put it up, won't go. Mcgee gets a pass over to Sizemore. That just kind of looked like something out of a pinball, didn't it? Hit the bumpers and bounced right off.
We get the tray for Zach Sizemore. 43-39, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Yeah, that wasn't real pretty, but it was still 3 points.
Kaler over to Bodkins. Back to Kaler. Looking for someone to get it to. Back to Bodkins. Over to Jordan Lawson. Little stutter step. Turnaround. Put in by Tyler Ferris.
Tyler Ferris again.
2-point lead for Parkersburg South, and a turnover there, as that was a rocket that came in there to Austin Mcgee.
You got to catch that, Randy. You got to catch that. When you're out there, you got to expect that pass to come hard.
And we've got the spark plug back in for Elkins, Sam Storick.
There he is.
Eric Martin in for South. Ferris gets the pass to Kaler. Kaler looks inside to Snyder, kicks it back out. There's Storick to Bodkins. Kaler, Snyder, underneath, stolen by Tyler Bush. And battle for possession as Tyler couldn't quite find a handle on it. Tyler Ferris brings it to a knotted up ball game at 43 apiece.
We get the steal, they get the loose ball, and they get the basket.
That was deflected off of Ferris.
You could throw that pass all day, they'd never get in there. They're going to have to watch your passes.
Reese Holtz will replace Austin Mcgee, and Sean Mayhew will replace Tyler Bush.
Kind of a different lineup in there now. Where we were big in the first half, we're kind of small right now.
Mayhew to Reese Holtz, gets it to Sizemore, tries to drive it. Turn around by Martin, kicks it back out to Dobson. Dobson over to Sizemore. Sizemore turn around, takes the jump shot and won't go.
Oh,
good try there by Eric Martin to come up with the rebound, but it was stolen away. Great deflection there on the shot by Snyder.
There's Ferris in there battling again. I don't know about, looked like that may have went off Elkins' hands, but Jay had a better look at it than I did. Elkins' ball inbound underneath their own basket.
Kaler will inbound it.
4 across.
He gets it to Ferris.
Boy, nothing real fancy there. Just throw it to him and spin and put it in.
Hit all 4 corners and then finally went in.
Yep.
Reese Holtz back to Dobson. Mayhew, Dobson for 3 off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Snyder.
Aaron's been struggling with his jump shot lately. He's going to have to come out of that.
Elkins now a 2-point lead. Storick over to Bodkins. Back to Storick. So far playing a little bit less intense than what he did in the first half, Mark.
Yep. Yep. Coach pulling him out here a little bit. He's going to bring him out of that zone. He wants them to play man. Good job of Coach Walmsley there for Elkins.
Bodkins out to Kaler. Turnaround jump shot up and in by Roy Snyder.
Paid off for them. They got the easy baskets, what they wanted. Spread that offense, spread the defense out, and get it to your big guy.
4-point lead for Tigers. Sizemore. Holtz for 3, drills it.
That'll help. That'll help weather the storm a little bit. I think Elkins was on a little run there.
Bodkins to Storick and then back to Bodkins. Kaler, Storick, looking for someone to get it to. Just kind of backs out till somebody gets open. Kind of trapped in place right now, and we're going to have a foul call. No, timeout.
Timeout, Elkins.
So it'll be a 30-second timeout. And Elkins has kind of controlled this third period of play so far, Mark.
I agree. They come out with a little run there, and it was real smart. If you didn't see what happened there, the coach made Storick back out, hold the ball, pulled the defense out. Coach Edmond said, okay, let's go 5C. They went man-to-man. They run their offense, got an easy layup for 33 inside. Well-coached team. I tell you, that you can't. It takes hours in the gym to do that. You got to have the skill level has to be there, but then the coach has to have the line of communication with his point guard, which he had first, and everyone got on the same page.
Right.
That's fun to watch. I like watching that. The communication between the coach and the team on the floor. It's kind of like a general in battle. I mean, he's at the command station, and the soldiers are out there doing it. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, it'd be kind of a corny analogy there, but that's kind of what it looks like.
Roy Snyder gets the inbound from Kaler, then he takes it back to Kaler. Kaler, Storick.
And your field general will be Mr. Storick.
Yes, he will. Gets it to Jeremy Bodkins. Bodkins just content to kind of control the ball right now.
They want that easy shot. They want everything's going to count from now on. You're on the road. You want that peanut butter and jelly sandwich to taste good when you go home.
Kaler gets it to Ferris. Ferris takes a shot. He will be fouled.
It's going to be Aaron Dobson, his second. And Mr. Ferris, 12 of 12, stands in line. And what we're going to do here, Randy, here, let's hold our left hand up like this. Everyone hold your left hand. We'll hold our left hand up. I'm not superstitious, but, we got to do something here.
Tyler Ferris at the free throw line.
Just for you both home. I'm the only one got my left hand up, so if it makes it, Randy. Now, Randy's up and down.
He
made it. We're going to
17 free throws now.
I don't know what we're going to do.
My goodness. And in for Elkins is Jordan Lawson. He'll replace Jeremy Bodkins. Tyler Ferris still to shoot one. And they missed one.
Oh, my.
My goodness.
Well,
17 of 18.
Whatever we did, Randy, we remember to do that next time.
Mayhew. Dobson. Mayhew. Dobson. Dobson drives the lane. Comes up with the points.
Good take there by Aaron Dobson.
Storick's going to try to drive it. Turns around, kind of loses his footing.
Look at him. Isn't he fun?
Great job by Zach Sizemore to put Parkersburg South back on top. Heads up play. As you pick up on a mistake from a fellow that hasn't made very many tonight.
Made very many of them. He hustled. We got the loose ball. Zach was wide open under the basket.
Shot taken and a three drilled there by Brian Kaler.
10 seconds left in the quarter.
1 point margin, Elkins on top. 7, now 6. Mayhew kicks it out. Shot taken by Reese Holtz. Won't fall. So that's how it ends at the end of the third period of play. Parkersburg South down by 1, 51-50. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute. Yes, of course, you're watching us. The South versus Elkins game that's being played on the first. On the third, there'll be a taped replay for the PHS Riverside game.
Basket, Josh Gaines.
Josh Gaines coming up with the basket to put South back on top as the lead change happens. Next week, it will be PHS versus South girls basketball and PHS versus South boys basketball. The girls will be on the 8th. The boys will be on the 11th. So a lot of exciting action next week.
Randy, just want to comment about that third quarter. 4-point swing for Elkins. We were up 3 at the half. They were up 1 at the start of the fourth. Ball deflected off Aaron Dobson out of bounds. Elkins ball.
It actually hit Bodkins in the feet and deflected into Dobson. He wasn't ready for it. Just kind of smacked him in the chest and went out of bounds. Great job of batting it down by Parkersburg South, and they come up with the ball.
Good hands by Reese Holtz that time.
Austin Mcgee inbounds it to Dobson. Dobson, turnaround, feeds it underneath to Gaines, tries to find the handle, can't quite find it. When he finally does, comes up and he'll be fouled.
Personal foul called on Schneider.
That is his second.
team second.
Roy Snyder will be called on the foul. Josh Gaines shooting 2. And Mark, we were talking about in the first quarter of play, both teams are on the 1-1 with about a minute left to play. And here we are in the fourth
Gaines
quarter
lunch,
and only a total of 3 fouls being called.
What a difference that is in a half. And they had, there was probably 20 fouls the first half between the two teams.
Right.
Ferris.
And now there's only 3 starting the fourth quarter.
For Elkins.
Josh made the first one.
And every one that Parkersburg South committed in the first half, they paid dearly for.
Yes. Josh is playing hard in there tonight. I like to see that. They got to have him in there doing that.
Second one's up, and it's good for Josh Gaines. 54-51 in favor of South. Storick inbounds it. Gets it to Brian Kaler. Drives it. Rebounded by Josh Gaines. That's what Parkersburg South's going to do. They've got to get these boards here in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. They did no second shots. We got to get all the rebounds.
Zach Sizemore to Reese Holtz. Bounces off the rim.
Well, that's one of them shots you don't want to see him take, but if he makes it, way to go. But it didn't go in.
Brian Kaler. Roy Snyder kind of signaling for it underneath, and I think we're going to have a foul called
Austin Mcgee.
On Austin Mcgee. That'll be his 4th.
Personal foul called on Austin Mcgee. His 4th.
Must have been had his hands on or a little shove inside, something referee picked up.
Well, Roy Snyder was right underneath there calling for the ball, and they were just kind of moving in and amongst themselves. Dobson has it deflected. Pass underneath. Wow, what a pass. I don't think that Austin Mcgee had a clue that ball was coming to him.
He better have caught that one, or it could have been, that could have hurt.
But he was not able to get his get the handle on it. When he finally did, came up with a foul once again.
That's Brian Kaler's second foul.
First one's up and in for Austin Mcgee to bring South to a 4-point lead with 6 minutes, 24 seconds left to go in this one. Second one's up and in.
Right.
And Parkersburg South doing some damage here in the fourth quarter with free throws.
30-second timeout by Elkins.
Timeout.
Tyler Bush will come in for Parkersburg South, and what a difference free throws make, and that's what Parkersburg South's done here in this fourth quarter of play.
So what's the difference, Randy, in the first half and the second half as far as the foul calling? Are they playing different? Are they not? Are we not hand checking as much?
I don't think they're quite as aggressive. I don't think either team is quite as aggressive in this half. I don't know whether they're just a little bit more tired maybe or what the deal is, but they're just not playing quite the close game that they were. Well, you look at the pressing we had in the first quarter.
And sitting around in the officials' classes that we talked to, says if there's a lot of fouls in the first half, you won't see that aggressive play in the second half, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're
proved to be true.
The coach said, you got three, you guys got to be careful, and maybe that might be what it is. This first time I really got to witness that in a long time, but because I still think they're going after each other, but they're just not grabbing each other and pushing as much.
Right. Sam Storick, who has been the spark plug for this Elkins Tigers team tonight, kind of calls the play. Gets the pass to Brian Kaler. Then over to Tyler Ferris, who kicks the ball outside to Jeremy Bodkins. And the hook shot. Oh, my, what a play there by Tyler Ferris as he just kind of wound up and kicked that one off of Tyler Bush.
What a nice player, Tyler Ferris. He's scrappy, gets after loose balls. Nice player. I got him with about 22 points for the game.
Bodkins to Storick. Ferris underneath. Good deflection there by Parkersburg South. As Roy Snyder was taking that shot, I couldn't see who it was. Was it Reese Holtz that got that block?
Yeah, it looked like Reese. Reese or Josh Gaines, I couldn't tell, Randy. But Tyler Ferris got the deflection down here. He just about had another steal.
5:55 left in this game. South up by 5, 56-51. Sizemore over to Dobson. Dobson all the way over to Sizemore, and he'll be fouled. That's Roy Snyder, and that is his third.
I got him with 4.
Okay, that's fourth. So now you've got Snyder with 4. You've got Storick with 3. Parkersburg South has Austin Mcgee with 4 and Tyler Bush with 3. At the free throw line will be Zach Sizemore, and how important these free throws have been here. You've got to take advantage of it.
You got to make them.
Lawson returns for
5-point game with 5:39 to go.
Jordan Lawson will replace Roy Snyder, as Coach Walmsley probably wants to use Snyder in that last couple minutes of play. Second one's up and in for Zach Sizemore. 6-point margin, 57-51. Jeremy Bodkins over to Storick. Kicks it back over to Storick, or to Bodkins, rather.
Turnover.
South picks it off. Aaron Dobson. Back to Sizemore. Sizemore out to Mcgee for 3. No. Great job by Dobson on a heads-up play there to get the rebound. Tyler Bush inside to Dobson. Will bring it back out again. South kind of content, I think, to run some clock here, Mark.
Yes, I think they are. They're looking for a good shot. Coach Edmond ran a set play last time.
And this is really you really got to feel your teammates at this point in time. You got to know what they're thinking. Because ball control is key here.
And conditioning on the defensive side. You got to be in shape to chase the ball at this time of the game.
Dobson loses the ball, but it's picked up by Gaines. Good heads-up play. They've kicked a minute off the clock, and Parkersburg South will call a timeout now. 57 for Parkersburg South, 51 for the Elkins Tigers. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Over to Josh Gaines, almost stolen away, and they're going to say Parkersburg South touched it last, so that'll be a turnover.
Well, if he catches that, we get a layup.
Snyder checks in for Elkins.
He fumbled, it bounced off his hand, and then they kind of deflected, and he kicked it out off his hand.
Sometimes you got to wonder about timeouts. Sometimes they work in your favor, sometimes they don't.
You can draw up the best play you ever thought you ever drew up, and they cross the line, they forget everything.
Storick, long pass. And it's off of Brian Kaler. Patriots will inbound it. Tyler Bush gets it to Zach Sizemore. He looks for someone to get it to. Storick playing hard on him.
Elkins picked the pressure up a little bit.
And Austin Mcgee bounces that one out of bounds. Kind of took one on the ankle there, too, it looked like, Mark.
Yeah, did you see Ferris come sliding in there?
No, I didn't.
Oh, my, he comes sliding in. I thought he was going to eat the bleachers there, but, I mean, he just gave himself up trying to get that ball.
So 2 turnovers real quickly. Give Elkins the ball back again. They weren't able to capitalize the first time. Storick over to Bodkins, and a foul's going to be called underneath. And we're going to have an elbow call on Tyler Ferris.
His third, team fifth.
They've been playing pretty hard inside all night, Randy. They've been battling. Him and Josh Gaines been at it each other all night. Finally got caught with one. There's another turnover, almost.
That's going to go against Parkersburg South. That's going to go against Austin Mcgee,
5.
and that's 5 on him.
Personal foul called on Austin Mcgee, his fifth.
Well, with about 4 minutes left to go, Parkersburg South was controlling the ball, just kind of taking it easy. They called a timeout, and it's been nothing but Elkins ever since. The one thing fortunate for Parkersburg South is no points have been scored yet.
Well, and you can call that foul on Ferris a turnover for Elkins down here because they didn't get even an opportunity to shoot that time. But this is the third turnover, third chance they've had. Let's see what they do here.
Storick gets it to Bodkins, who brings it over to Kaler.
Ferris is still battling in there.
Storick Bodkins tries to drive it up through, gets it up and in. He'll draw the foul. So he'll have an opportunity for two. That's going to go against Aaron Dobson. That's his third.
Team fourth.
And at the free throw line, which is where they've been really putting pressure on Parkersburg South tonight, Jeremy Bodkins will be shooting two.
First time he gets there, Randy.
My goodness, he missed it.
That's only the second miss. Maybe we've just been found the wrong guy.
Second one's up and in.
I had a feeling he was going to make it. This good shooting team.
Sizemore to Dobson. South by 5, and a foul's going to be called on Bodkins. That's his second.
Need one more. We'll be shooting 1-1. I think the coach wanted that foul to get him to that point where he can foul now and put him to the line, maybe get the ball back.
Tyler Bush will inbound it. Looking for a way to get it to Zach Sizemore. He gets it in. Sizemore will be fouled by Storick, and that is his fourth.
Storick, his fourth. Team 7.
Well, that was two quick ones. We're going to shoot 1-1. Zach Sizemore going to the line.
Shooting 1-1.
We'll see you'll see the pressure now of how important this is. 5-point lead, 3:07 to go in the game. You're going to the line, shooting 1+1.
Can't have the second one till you make the first one.
That's exactly right. Just like eating your peas before you get the candy. He made the first one, nothing but the bottom of the net. Way to go, Zach.
6-point lead now for South, 58-52. Second one's up, and it's in. 7-point lead.
There you go, Zach. Has pressure. 3 minutes to go. Put your team up 7.
Kaler gets it to Sam Storick.
Has he shot the ball yet, Storick? I can't remember. Maybe he shot once, but
I think he shot at least once. Over to Kaler. Back to Snyder, who's back in the game with 4 fouls. They get it to Brian Kaler. He will be shooting.
Foul is called on Tyler Bush, his fourth.
Nope, check that. That'll be a possession foul.
Yeah, Aaron Dobson fell down, and his man became wide open. They threw it to him, and Tyler come over to help and got called for the personal foul. And the person where Aaron had fallen down.
Roy Snyder, who's playing with 4 fouls for the Tigers, will return back to the game for Elkins. He's been a clutch guy tonight, too. How many points does he have all night?
Let's see. He has 11. I got him with 11 points. 2 this half. Had 9 the first half.
Kaler will inbound it.
There he is, wide open. Missed him. There he got him.
Gets it to
there he is.
Snyder. Just a little easy kiss on the backboard.
Nice play. Nothing hard about that play. You just get open and get the ball.
5-point margin for Parkersburg South, 59-54.
Got to take care of it.
Now's the time to kill some more clock. Tyler Bush to Dobson. Storick guarding him pretty heavily, but he's got 4 fouls on him. He can't be as aggressive as what he'd like to. Zach Sizemore, and he'll be fouled by Roy Snyder, and that's number 5.
That's tough to get your 5th foul that way.
Personal foul called on Schneider, his 5th. Teammate.
Tell you, that's a workhorse for Elkins tonight.
Sizemore at the line, shooting 1-1.
Sizemore once again having to earn that first one before he can take the second. 5-point lead now.
Never touched the rim last time. Let's see what happens. Well, we'll take that.
Front, back, bottom.
Adam. 60-54, 2:03 left in the game. Put his team back up 7 again if he makes this one.
Pulls the stopper out and drains it.
There you go. Play some defense. No fouls. Of course, they only got 5 team fouls, but that don't matter. We just want to play good, solid defense.
Bodkins to Kaler. Kaler right up the middle.
Move.
And a timeout will be called by Elkins with 1:52 left to go and a 5-point lead. Parkersburg South, a 61-56 lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Has the ball back in again with 1:52 left to go and a 5-point lead. And South's going to have to call a timeout as they were not able to find anybody open. And Mark, you talk about 1:52. That's an eternity.
Yes, and I was going to, I kind of watched the timeout that time with the South team, and I heard Coach Edmond say twice that I heard him say, take care of the ball. Take care of the ball. We got to take care of it. So 1:52 going down the stretch. Elkins is going to come after you. They need the ball back, and if you're taking care of it, the only way they can get it back is to foul you.
Right.
And then you go to the line, you make your foul shots, and you go to the other end. But that was a good, smart play by Zach Sizemore, knowing he had timeouts left, knowing that when he could get it in, the count was getting close to 5, called the timeout. Let's go talk about it again, set up something different. And and to answer your question, which I didn't do, yes, it is an eternity when you're in a basketball game. Now, 1:52 when you're, driving down the road, that don't seem like a long time.
That's right.
But when the clock's going to stop and stop and stop with a 5-point lead, that's not a whole lot.
I always point to a game that happened at the Civic Center between South and Woodrow Wilson about some years ago.
I wish you'd quit bringing that up.
Oh, man. Parkersburg South up by, 8?
Oh, my.
With 30 seconds left to go. Drove it into overtime and then ultimately lost that one. But, boy, what a game that was. But you can go the other direction, and that's going to go – that was off of Elkins.
Wow. Boy, that was close.
It was. South actually thought that.
How close was that?
South actually thought they were calling it in for Elkins.
Wow. I don't know what that was.
Great job there as Aaron Dobson just looked like the football receiver that he normally is. Josh Gaines will put that one in for 2, and he'll draw the foul to possibly make this an 8-point game for Parkersburg South. Dobson just looked like he was out there to catch that pigskin, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I tell you. And that was a great athletic move by him to get the inbounds play.
Yes,
I didn't think we was going to get it, but we ended up maybe getting a 3-point play. Thataway, Josh.
Josh Gaines makes it an 8-point margin with 1:45 left.
And that shows you inbound the ball is not easy.
No.
I mean, that's you got to know what you're doing.
Bodkins gets it to Kaler, over to Sam Storick. Storick kicks it out to Bodkins. Back to Storick.
I leave him alone. I don't think he's even thinking about shooting ball.
He's the commander on the field, though, no doubt about it.
That. Number 32 for 2.
That is Jordan Lawson. And a foul's going to be called immediately on Tyler Ferris. I'll check that. That'll be called on Brian Kaler.
Team 10.
So he's played a nice game tonight.
Yes, he has.
I mean, he's come in, he's made some nice moves.
Dobson at the line.
He's another senior. Boy, they're senior loaded in this Elkins team.
They certainly are. Aaron Dobson shooting 2. First one, no good.
Aaron's got to get some confidence back in his shots. You can just see he just kind of, he's not holding it. He usually freeze frames that gooseneck. He just needs to get some confidence in.
Second one's good. 7-point margin. As Roy Edmond has the famous stomp. Jeremy Bodkins going to try to drive the lane, turn around, jump shot, won't go. Rebounded and up by Tyler Ferris. And a timeout will be called by Elkins with 1 minute straight up left to go. And a 5-point margin for Parkersburg South. We'll be back with the finale in 60 seconds.
Scramble for it. Elkins goes in.
And that's up and in for Jeremy Bodkins. Josh Gaines takes the shot. He won't go. He's going to be called. Did they get a? Yeah, they're going to call for traveling. 43 seconds left and a 3-point lead for Parkersburg South. As Elkins is just hanging in there.
Wow. About all you can say there. It was scramble from the beginning. It was scrambling for the half court. They get it, make the layup. We throw the long pass, and Josh was too wide open.
Jeremy Bodkins brings it across the free throw line with 35 seconds left. He gets it to Lawson. Gets it to Storick, then to Kaler. Kaler up and in, and we have a 1-point game. Zach Sizemore. And it's up and in for Reese Holtz. 3 points, 12 seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and Elkins will inbound it with an opportunity for 1 3-point play. But South is going to call timeout here. And hold on to your seats, folks. This one's not over yet.
Boy, 3.3, Randy. How long has it been since that minute 52? Since you talked about it. A lot has happened since then. If you think about what all went on in a minute 52. And we was up 5, now we're up 3, but I mean, it was nip and tuck all the way through there. We got to with 1, they got within 1 to us there before Reese Holtz hits his deuce down here.
And what you have to say is this Elkins team has just hung in there and just has attacked that ball and taken it up the court. Every opportunity they can, they do something with it.
I'll tell you what, Randy, we like to see the sunshine on the groundhog in here tonight instead of tomorrow. What do you think? I think of the Groundhog's Day because tomorrow's my mom and dad's anniversary.
Is that right?
63 years. Now you think about that.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, my. 63 years of marriage. I like to say happy anniversary to my mom and dad.
We would all like to say happy anniversary.
Yeah. We want to see the sunshine in here tonight. 67-64. 3.3 left on the clock. Elkins inbounding. Opposite the basket on their end of the floor. And they haven't had any fancy inbounds plays. They've all been real simple, just kind of a trade places, slide to the open spot. Let's see what happens here.
And this is going to be tough to inbound.
Look at this set. We got a one taking that, and then they got that Ferris down underneath on the box. He's going to flash to the corner.
Bodkins looking for somebody to get it into. Kicks it all the way out to Brian Kaler. Kaler for 3. Ties it up. My goodness. What?
Overtime.
Well, we were talking that Kaler's had a nice game. I'll tell you what,
yes,
getting better right now. His teammates going nuts all over him here. Going to overtime, 4 minutes, tied 67 all.
Woo! Well, you got to look now at who's in foul trouble. You've got for Elkins, Sam Storick with 4. You have Brian Kaler, who just drilled that 3 with 3. You got Tyler Ferris with 3. For Parkersburg South, Tyler Bush has 4. Aaron Dobson has 3.
And I can't remember, Randy, but I think Zach Sizemore was on him, and he had him covered like a blanket. I mean, that was a hard shot that kid made.
He just took one step back and got around it.
Falling away, and he just nice shot by the kid making it in the clutch.
And boy, what does that do to set your team on fire?
Oh my! And the ball goes through, and the lights light up, and the place goes nuts, and Elkins is in it. And man, that peanut butter sandwich is going to taste good all the time. We got to come. And the overtime starts with a jump ball. We'll start with a jump ball. Remember what happened the last jump ball? Elkins had a set play off of it, went right in there, got fouled right off the bat. Kind of set the tone for the first half. So we got to be ready. Josh has got to get up and get this jump ball here. We got to start off with the lead.
Officials signaling to all the players as to what's going to happen here in this overtime period. Officials signaling to each other that they're ready for play.
Each team will get an extra timeout here, Randy.
Josh Gaines gets the tip to Tyler Bush.
Good.
Tyler, and that ball will go out to Elkins as Aaron Dobson just didn't move.
Well, I think he thought the Elkins kid hit it.
Is that what it was?
I think that's what Aaron thought. He was the only one that thought that besides everyone else standing up on the other side.
Sam Storick will bring it across the timeline for the Tigers.
Well, you got a look from Debbie, but I don't know what that was.
Bodkins to Lawson. Back to Ferris. Jordan Lawson takes the shot.
Wow, another tough shot.
And Elkins takes the lead here in overtime, 69-67.
Reese Holt for three.
That's a three.
Reese Holt.
So Parkersburg South takes a 1-point lead. Jeremy Bodkins kind of taking it easy, gathering their thoughts. Shot is up, won't go. Rebounded by Elkins. The follow-up is up and in by Tyler Ferris.
Man, strong play inside by Tyler Ferris.
Now we are up and back and up and back.
I got Ferris with 27 points.
Josh Gaines will draw the foul. That's going to go against Jordan Lawson, his fourth.
Gaines in the line, shooting 2.
Josh Gaines will be shooting 2. First one's just short.
I don't mean to sound like a record that's stuck in the same groove, Randy, with foul shots, foul shots, foul shots.
Right.
How important are they? Practice, practice, practice.
Second one's up, and it won't fall. Rebounded by Tyler Ferris. And Elkins now has an opportunity to expand on a 1-point lead.
And here's how they're going to expand on it, Randy. I believe they're going to just take a little air out of her. On the road, up 1 in overtime.
Bodkins to Storick.
Coach Wansley with his hands up saying, settle down, let's take our time.
South can stop this one time before they'll be looking at a shooting foul, and that's what they did. That'll go against Tyler Bush, and that'll be his 5th.
Personal foul called on Tyler Bush, his 5th.
So coming in for Parkersburg South will be Sean Mayhew.
Sean Mayhew checks in for the Patriots.
So now you got Elkins on the 1+1, and you know what they do with the ball whenever they get an opportunity to put it through the
I like to foul this Storick. If we have to foul, he would in my choice, I'd say foul number 1.
Traveling call on Elkins. Break for Parkersburg South. Elkins not pressuring here in this overtime.
2 minutes, 71-70. Elkins has the lead.
Sizemore, Reese Holtz, Dobson. Shot up, won't fall. Rebounded by Bodkins. Now South finds himself in an opportunity, or in a spot that they didn't think they were going to be in at this point. Battle for controls won by Parkersburg South as Aaron Dobson comes up with it.
Working hard here. They're working hard inside. Coach Edmonds calling for a play.
Dobson. Sizemore underneath Josh Gaines. And it'll go out to Parkersburg South. And this one's going to be a hard one to inbound.
1:05 left. Let's see what they do. 4 across the foul line. 2 on the elbow, 2 on the wing.
Dobson to Sizemore. Mayhew. Dobson
play.
Up and in.
Set play for the inbounder, Randy. Aaron, who inbounded, come off a nice little screen underneath. Good play.
Bodkins drives it up, and a charge is called. That'll be his 3rd.
Foul is called on Bodkins, his 3rd.
Player control foul, Randy. Won't shoot that one. Will inbounds underneath.
So once again, 49 seconds seems like an eternity here. As South was up by 8 with under 2 minutes, I believe, left to play. Great job there by Elkins as they stole that inbound.
That was Bodkins for 2. Well, we're having trouble getting it in, aren't we?
Sizemore up and in. And he's going to be called on the charge.
Offensive foul on Zach Sizemore.
And I think that was the right call.
That's his second foul. We're down 1, 35.3 seconds. Elkins 73, South 72.
Storick gets it in. And a foul's going to be called on Mayhew.
They'll go to the line, shoot 1+1.
Brian Kaler is pretty deadly from that free throw, isn't he?
Yes. Is that who's going? Oh,
that's
my.
it is.
Foul is called on Mayhew.
Yeah, he's made the only 2 he's made since when he went to foul line. He's 2 for 2 from the line tonight. He's the one that made the big shot to tie the game, send it in overtime.
This will be a 1+1. Has to make the first one to get the second one.
Even if he makes 2, Randy, we're only down 1 basket. We're only down to 3.
Won't fall. Rebound and a jump ball.
You got to box out.
Elkins has ball control.
Boy, you got to box out. So you got to step in so hard there. And you can't. You got to just sacrifice yourself into the other person trying to get the rebound there. So
good job there.
Yeah, it was a great job. You just can't step in. And here they go, that 4 crossed again. How many times we saw this?
A number of times.
Here he comes around. Oh,
Kaler.
Good job, Sean.
Sean Mayhew with the steal. Oh, my. Parkersburg South fortunately comes up with it. Dobson up, won't fall. Gaines takes the shot. And what do we have underneath? We got a foul.
1-0 on the hold. That's 4.
That's going to go against Tyler Ferris.
We're going to shoot 2, Randy. We get to shoot 2.
That's going to put Aaron Dobson at the line, but he's been a little bit tentative from the line tonight, Mark.
And I didn't see the North Marion game Friday night, Randy, but I saw 3 or 4 since then. It seems like it's just a confidence thing right now with Aaron. And this would be a confidence booster for him if he can make both these and put us in the lead with 17 seconds to go. Yeah. We got to have this one. We need this one.
So Elkins.
Take your time, Aaron. Just forget everything around you.
Timeout, Elkins.
So Elkins wants to take the timeout, and Aaron makes it.
He gets a practice. That was a practice.
That's right.
That was a smart play there by Aaron.
Full timeout. Elkins up by 1, 73-72 in overtime. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Dobson with the second chance to tie the game, and he does so.
17.1 left, tie game. First overtime.
Going for one shot here. Bodkins takes the shot, and it goes. 3 seconds left. And a bunch of time ran off that clock. There was 3 seconds left when that basket went through the hoop. The officials talking now to, they're going to go with 3.3 seconds, I think, and that's the right call. Not 3:30. I don't know whether you can do 3.3 seconds on that clock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can.
Still working on it.
Got Sue Children under a little pressure here to get the clock back the way it needs to be.
That's 33.
She's just getting it in the wrong spot. She'll get it there.
Get that decimal point there. There you are, 3.3 seconds. That's what it is in overtime, and Elkins has a 2-point margin, 75-73.
Jeremy Bodkins down there, Randy. What a move that was.
Yes, it was.
I mean, he spun 2 different directions, spun to the baseline, banked it in. Soft shot under pressure.
Now the coaches have just been told of Elkins that the 3.3 seconds has been put on the clock, and they're beside themselves.
Well, I thought it was 3.3. I'm all for 3.3.
Yeah. We watched it. We watched what happened. And when it went through that basket.
Yeah. Well, it's when he called timeout underneath.
That's
when
true.
They got the timeout, don't matter when the basket. Well, we'll see what happens here.
Dobson loses the ball, and that's the ball game. Elkins comes in here at number 10, and they defeat number 9, Parkersburg South tonight by the score of 75-73 in a thriller in overtime. So Parkersburg South drops to 8-4 on the season. That is the first home loss of the year for Parkersburg South. The Elkins Tigers go to 11-2 on the year.